All right, guys, today we are going to be reacting to this. This is extremely difficult for me in the United States since leaving Germany. Let's jump in.
Hi everyone, what is up? My name is Haley. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you did not know, now you do. Hey you guys, what's up? I'm gonna keep this intro short, simple, and sweet. I'm gonna be talking about what I'm currently struggling with since being back in the United States. And so with that being said, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to have a discussion down below in the comment section, you are more than welcome to. So with that being said, I think what prompted me to make this video was when I went to go buy a block of cheese recently. The block of cheese is technically irrelevant for the purpose of this video, but I'm including it for shits and giggles. So I grab my block of cheese and I go to the self-checkout aisle and I see something in the corner of my eye that looked familiar, and it was this little Red Bull can, you guys. I love these in Germany. There are a lot more flavors in Germany and we're slowly getting, I feel, more supply here in the United States, but I saw this and I was
Red
like,
Bull, really?
oh, I love
Really? Red Bull? Is that a Red Bull? Really? Geez, in Florida, I think. You guys don't have a lot of flavors down in Florida? Okay.
this. So in Germany, I pay around, I would say $1 currency converted to around $1.50 for one of these cans. This Red Bull can, this 250, 300 milliliter Red Bull can costs almost the same amount of money as a block of freaking smoked aged cheddar cheese. And I think this is going to be the point that I talk about first. Florida, more specific South Florida, more specific Southwest Florida, is extremely expensive when it comes to food in general. Going grocery shopping has been a shock for me. I have not spent less than like 70, 80 bucks since being back, and it is so crazy to me because I'm not buying excessive amounts of food, I'm not buying excessive or luxurious items, I'm not doing any of those things. I mean, maybe luxurious to the average American purchaser, but to the average European, I feel like, German more specifically, I'm just buying normal foods, and I can just feel it sucking my wallet and my bank account dry. And I just go through and I do the math. I seriously will have like a little spreadsheet and I will put in, you know, the ounces or something or the milliliters of something, how much something cost, and then the, how do you say, measurement or weight of it. And then I will equate that to how much it would be for one particular meal. And then I'm able to calculate how much a meal would cost me based on, you know, separating all of those things into single meals. It's never under like $5. It's never under $4. And I'm like, that's expensive. I mean, there are
ways. Man, Chili's in Southwest Florida. I mean, that's a very expensive area, guys. For $4 for the Red Bull, that's insane, man. Where I live, it costs like a $2. It's still expensive because she did the currency equation. Supposed to cost you like $1.50, which I agree, but here it's like a $2.25.
That I can cut back, and I have tremendously since being here, but even just trying to have a decent meal with decent ingredients that are decent quality, I am spending almost the same amount of money to cook at home than to go to McDonald's and have a whole meal for myself. And the crazy thing is, I can find coupons here for fast food restaurants and get buy one get one free meals, to where I would be spending less money going out to eat every day with fast food or for fast food, buying fast food, than I would cooking myself a homemade meal. And that should not be. That should not happen. That should not be the case. And that's the next point of the food topic, is that fast food is everywhere. And I get so tired.
Especially in Florida. My goodness, Lord. I can't imagine Kentucky Fried Chicken, church chicken, Popeyes, McDonald's. Oh my god.
Tired of eating fast food. Don't get me wrong, y'all, because I love some Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets with some waffle fries and a lemonade or a
I
Coke.
mean,
Oh my
Chick-fil-A, would you categorize that? It is fast food, but it's in the healthier side, you know?
Lord. But I'm tired of seeing the golden arches.
Yep.
I'm tired of seeing the
Oh, Checker.
kernels.
I forgot about Checkers. Jersey Mike, yeah. Yeah, Pizza Hut. Hey, Panda Express. Hey, guys, Panda Express is top notch, guys. It is fast food, but it's top notch, guys. Panera Bread, top notch. Let me see what else. Arby's very good too. Chipotle is very good. Actually, it's not that bad. The rest is just trash. Jimmy John's very good. Jersey Mike's is very good. Yep, Jersey Mike's is very good.
Face.
Yeah, so
I'm tired of seeing the Louisiana Popeye sign. I'm tired of fast food. And it's all
more.
generally the same, in my opinion. And I know people are going to say, well, in my city, we have all of this food, we have all of this stuff. And I'm just like, I'm talking about a general picture, because I feel like where I live is a general picture of normal United States. It's not a metropolitan area, it's not a very rural area, it's somewhere in the middle of those places, and this is what the average American consumes and sees on a daily basis. And not to say that I'm the pillar of health, because I am not. I'm literally sitting here drinking my Red Bull, probably gonna go eat something that's not 1000% healthy, and I'm lecturing people about how they should be eating. But in my head, I do know like generally what's okay and what's not okay. And so I just think that the fast food relationship here is so detrimental to the United States as a whole and to anywhere in the world.
agree.
But because
the only I'll meet these people in the middle with the fast food. I agree with her. Make it healthier. Just make it healthier. Make it way healthier. Way healthier. You just increase some of the prices. It's gonna increase the prices for sure. Do so. That's it.
as I'm here and I feel we are the creators of this fast food movement, I'm just like, at some
telling you,
point,
yep.
there has to be like a tipping
conscious.
point of saying, this is not okay. We need to make food more affordable. We need to promote better living here, healthier living here. And it's just so shocking to see. And I think this goes into my next point, which is people saying that they will cook food and they don't use actual ingredients. You guys are probably wondering what I'm talking about. I'll give you a scenario of something that happened to me recently. I was at a friend's house, and I'm not trying to be rude. I'm not trying to talk shit about them, but it was just interesting.
You're gonna start some fire here. Don't do that. Don't start fire. Don't fire. It's your friend.
Interesting for me to see this because I'm like, this would not happen in Germany, no matter who I'm visiting or where I'm going. But the person asked me if I wanted some waffles, and I was like, oh yeah, sure. And I think here in the United States, they're called Belgian waffles, those big fluffy waffles that everybody knows and loves. And I said, yeah, of course. And they had a waffle machine. And I'm thinking to myself, how I make waffles in Germany is that I take some flour, take some eggs, I take some milk, I take some sugar, I think I take some butter. I don't know, there's like 6 ingredients, 7 ingredients that I throw in.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. You know, now you gave me an idea, making gluten-free waffles.
There, if I want to add some razzle dazzle, I'll put some vanilla extract. And I just whisk it all up, and then I put it in the waffle maker, turn the little waffle maker, and then after a few minutes, you have a nice golden brown homemade waffle. And I'm thinking that my friend is going to do the same thing for me, but they grabbed, I think it was Hungry Jack waffle mix or pancake mix, something like that, and they poured out.
That thing has so much sugar, guys. That thing has so much sugars and so much additives that will give you insulin diabetes, man. If you eat that stuff every day, you're gonna have diabetes type 1 at the end of the week.
the contents of this bag into a bowl. Then they added some sugar, whisked it up with, I think, some milk or water or oil or something, and then put it in the waffle maker. And of course, I ate it. I'm not going to say no if someone makes me food, but I'm just looking and I'm like, why would you not like just use flour, eggs, butter, and sugar? Why would you have pre-packaged waffle mix? You probably already have the natural ingredients in your fridge already, and you have to add stuff to it anyways. So all of the stuff that you're adding to it, you could just be added to flour that you have sitting in your pantry already, and you could have made a real homemade waffle with ingredients that you know 100% where they're coming from. And so I got home that night and I went to Walmart and I looked for the ingredient list of these Hungry Jack.
Yep. Yeah, I told you. I told you guys. Give me 1 second. Look at that. I didn't even know what the hell is that. Riboflavin? All this shit, man. Look at that. Wow. Sugar. I told you. The sugar's there. Leaving baking soda, calcium phosphate, whatever the hell is that. I don't even know dextrose. That sounds very bad. Contain 2% less of salt. Canola oil. I'm looking for this right here. There we go. Cornstarch. You see how they put that stuff there? Corn is everywhere. Calcium carbonated. The vitamins are okay. The vitamins are fine. I'm okay with the vitamins. But all this stuff that sounds like it's going to kill you, not okay.
Pancake waffle mix boxes, and they weren't horrible, but I was like, it's unnecessary. Like, there's unnecessarily added ingredients to what you would need to make waffles. This goes for so many things that people will say they're making something, they're cooking something, they're baking something, anything like that. And all they're doing is taking a pre-packaged item, adding some water, adding some oil, adding some milk, adding some butter, mixing it all together, and then cooking it, baking it, making it into a meal. And then they think that's them actually creating something. Hello from Editing Chicken Haley. What I wanted to insert here was that this creates a mindset that the idea of a meal for an individual, a family, a community, a society is not something that is important, sacred, or traditional, which in my opinion is very detrimental because so many people are cutting corners in how they consume food and the type of food they consume in order to have more time.
Oh, she's saying the disclaimer. Okay, gotcha.
And this sounds like such a luxury, elitist, first world problem, and it very much so is. But when I am comparing how Germans are and how United States citizens are, I'm trying to understand where the deficit lies for people in the United States regarding, cooking a meal. And I think it's just a
I think it's our work culture has to be one, like mom and dad too tired to just even make a meal kind of thing. And that in my home, my mom cooked all 3 meals. My wife cooked all 3 meals. Very healthy, actually, very healthy. But it comes from a cultural aspect. Very cultural. It's a cultural thing. Mom come back from home, dad come back from home. They're all tired. Let me just go to AW. Let me just come Kentucky here. Just eat that. It's easier. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the convenient aspect of it.
Learning or re-education process for a lot of people. If you've been in a family where no one has cooked every meal for you or no one has provided you with the tools to be able to cook decent meals for yourself with natural ingredients and showing you and teaching you the importance of eating a healthy meal in your day-to-day life, then you're probably...
She's spewing here like real talk, man. For decades, the share of the United States children living with a single parent has been rising, accompanied by a decline in marriage rates and a rise of birth outside the marriage. And they said a new Pew Research Center study released in December 12, 2019, of 130 countries and territories shows that the United States has the world's highest rate of children living in the single-parent household. I think it was 40% the last time. Almost a quarter of the United States children under the age of 18 live with one parent and not older adults, more than 3 times the share of children around the world who do so. And yeah, this is true. The problem is, and I'm gonna mention this: Mama's tired coming back from home. She's just coming up with the Kentucky, or McDonald's, or Burger King, and so on and so forth. So you do this for many years, then that actually there was a study that it was correlated with IQ as well. How eating this way would affect their IQ in the long run. So that's something that will be interesting to just dig in the future. But
Probably not going to be able to teach that
I
to
digress.
someone else. And so, like I said, when you have factors like prices being extremely high or having to work your life away, a lot of times your mindset is focused on convenience.
Yep.
And I totally understand that. But for me, it's something that doesn't really irk my nerves. I just wish that so many people would not get caught in this horrible cycle here in the United States. The last thing that I'm going to be talking about regarding food here in the United States is the lack of particular fresh ingredients, which is very interesting because in Germany I complain all the time that there are certain fruits, vegetables, or spices that I can't find very easily in Germany, and I still stand 10 toes down on this opinion. I will 100% fight you guys that there are some things that you cannot find very easily in Germany. But when it comes to fresh spices, fresh herbs, fresh certain things, the variety in the United States is actually technically limited in my opinion. And I never really noticed this in the United States because when you go into a grocery store, you see a vast horizon of fruits, vegetables, and everything in between. But when you actually go to look for particular things, you usually cannot find them. You will find the very basic ingredients of what you need. Apples, we have a bunch. Oranges, we have a bunch. This is very specific to Florida. But when I was looking for actual fresh mint, coriander, I'm trying to think.
you have to cultivate those. Yep. You have to cultivate those. And there's stores here where I live. They do have them, but and then I actually learned this from my mom. There's gonna be certain spices that's better for you to cultivate them, like the oregano, the mint, all these kind of spices. It's better for you to, at the end, cultivate them. You see what I'm saying? Because she's right. You go to a lot of these supermarkets, they don't have it. If they have them, it's a weird imitation. There's something wrong with it. So I agree with her.
Thymian, petersilie, all of these things, Schnittlauch. This was so hard to find, and this is like the basic stuff you need in a kitchen, in my opinion. And it was just not there to be found, or if it was to be found, it was very expensive. Y'all, my Kräutermischung, my Schnittlauch-Mischung that I buy in Germany is probably 59 cents with the Ja brand or something like that. I went to go buy a little frozen refrigerated thing of chives that was literally this big, you got. You know how much it was? $5.50.
Damn.
For some Kräuter? For some Italienische Kräuter? Have you guys lost your damn minds? I just find it very interesting that when it comes to fresh ingredients, even something as simple as herbs and seasoning in the United States, there's not that much variety. It's also limited. You know, you have 50,000 packages of chips to choose from, but you're only offering me one thing of Schnittlauch, like base Schnittlauch, and then it costs an arm and a leg to get. I'm just struggling right now. I'm trying to find a schedule, not a schedule, but create the best possible Excel spreadsheet for myself regarding food and how to save money and how to optimize my meals to where they aren't so expensive, but they are still, you know, fresh in some capacity. And I'm getting better. I'm trying my best to not let fast food take over my life either. I love fast food sometimes, but I realize that when I eat it, I don't
bad.
feel full or I just feel crappy and
Yeah, that you start feeling wrong. I don't remember. I don't even remember when was the last time that I tried fast food, like Burger King and Kentucky, all that crappy stuff. I don't even remember. Probably a salad would be the closest thing that I ever tried there. You know, you eat fast food and you feel crappy, very crappy. Yes, I did. It was a Little Caesar pizza, and it was not bad. I made my own pizza. It tastes much better. 10,000 times better, my pizza. I make my own dough. I make the massage and all that stuff. My own pizza tastes much better. 100%. And, you know, that's
So
it.
I'm trying my best to do better, and it's very hard though in the United States. So that's what I'm struggling with right now the most. I feel like in my personal life, that's actually taking brain power and capacity away from me. And yeah, it's hard. I'm complaining about food though, you guys. And like I said, it's a very first world problem, but in the United States, it's not a first world problem because in Germany, you know, you guys complain like, oh my gosh, my natural potatoes are so expensive and oh, they went up 80 cents. But here in the United States, it's like, oh yeah, my potatoes are now $8 for the bag that I usually buy.
What are you talking about? My potatoes cost $3 where I live. Gluten free. Damn, $8 for a bag. Damn.
And it's not even, you know, 5 pounds. Nothing is affordable. Food is not affordable, and food should be, I feel, the last thing that should be unaffordable, or it should be last on the list of unaffordability. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now, and I just
Very good. I love her videos. She's very smart person. Very much smart person. Hopefully everything goes well for her. Things get much better, and you know she can just balance things out. But I think she's fine. She's fine. She will adjust later and make sure she can just select the right supermarkets. You know, places not to go, places to go, and hopefully she doesn't eat more fast food. Don't eat more fast food. Those are not good for you. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you next one.